I congratulate Mr. Polis and Congressman Kildee, who is detained at the White House.
Tolkien's classic, The Hobbit, is one of the best-selling, most popular movies in the country. The Hobbit is a fantasy story.
Ask the late Philip Seymour Hoffman if you could. Nobody dies from marijuana. People die from heroin.
You know, we've gone from just say no, and then we had I didn't inhale, and then now it's just say maybe or just go ahead.
The grazers in Idaho who produce the stuff from which Big Macs and Whoppers are made. And I know that from personal experience, obviously.
And Jay Leno said, why don't they send those vehicles here to California instead of to the moon? And I thought that was at least a bit of relief.
And they took this valley and they put a dam so that they could create this lake. Dump this water into the bay to protect their stupid little fish. Their little delta smelt that they care about.
And every death, including Mr. Hoffman's, is partly the responsibility of the federal government's drug priorities.
Nordstrom's a great place. I love Nordstrom. They got a great return policy. I'm glad they're doing well. Families aren't going out for spaghetti and meatballs. They aren't even going out for hamburgers like they used to.
I hate to have to use this, but this is how it works. The snow gets stored in the reservoirs. In this case, this is Yosemite, where San Francisco gets all of its water. Then the water runs out.
My office has spawned about 6 marriages, 6 times, and they've all worked, but for one.
I was prepared to take Seattle and offer you 34 points, and I think you probably would have taken that bet. If the gentleman will say that the better team won, and you don't have to make any other adjectives, because if the gentleman will say that, I will be more than happy to accept this amendment.
I will be happy to say on the record that the better team on that particular day won. There's still some doubt about whether that was in fact the Denver Broncos that took the field.
Where 4 women, give or take my age, well, maybe 15 years younger, sometimes I lose perspective.
I had the good fortune with my father going out on the Pacific doing a grunion run and getting pretty tipsy trying to catch them little things.
Heard me cough a couple weeks ago, got the flu. I'd never had the flu before. I wasn't nearly as sympathetic with people who missed work because of flu, and I am now sympathetic. The flu is devastating. I was so sick.
We know a lot of young people smoke marijuana. They shouldn't. Young people should be being young people. The most precious commodity in the world is time. Young people have got lots of time. Mr. Mike and I don't have that much more time.
At my home in Searchlight, we didn't have a thermometer. By the time we had someone went over from Vegas, my fever was very high.
When a Seahawks fan can purchase a championship hat on the internet just moments after the Super Bowl ends, the federal government can certainly get its act together.
Let me congratulate the chairman on the Seahawks and also remind him that there was a long 16-game season. They won their division. They played San Francisco 3 times, 2 out of 3. And then after that, they went into the playoffs. And then after the playoffs, went to the championship game and finally to the Super Bowl, which they won. Congratulations. So it's great that you got that cap 1 minute after the game was over.
You know that when the defense of one team scores more points than the offense of the other team, you know your team's not in good shape.
If you don't understand this chart, I have another chart. Sun. Sun creates heat. Heat melts ice. Ice becomes water. Water we use to drink.
I go out of my way, Mr. President, to buy New Balance shoes, running shoes. Why? They're made in America. The suit that I'm wearing, Hickey Freeman, made in America. Cutting edge technology. Like the new Tesla vehicle.
I'm not going anywhere. I'm just taking a trip. Maybe for a year or two. Across the Pacific. It's a trip. I'll be coming back.
And when you're young, enjoy being young. Playing ball, taking it easy, just doing kids things and learning. And you shouldn't be doing drugs, but they are.
So this bill is not designed to make it rain. Nobody can do that.
We can pretend we did something here today, and some people get excited about the fact that we did something here today that will never happen. But we're not going to do that. So let's get on with the political show.